Good morning, student. Welcome you. This is first part. Okay, in previous part we studied about the Razia Sultan, and she was the first lady who sit on the throne of the Delhi and ruled for only 5 years. Okay, now Ghayasuddin Balban, initially a slave of Iltutmish. Okay, initially he was the slave of Iltutmish, and Balban became a very powerful noble in his court. Okay, he was a very powerful noble in his court. He was one of the most powerful amongst the Chalgams. Okay, Chalgam was the group of 40 nobles, and he used to took after the affair of the Sultanate, and he seized the power. He became the Sultan soon after Razia, and he seized the power from the other nobles, and he killed the Razia Sultan in the battle, and he became Sultan after Razia. Now next, Balban was a shrewd politician. Okay, he was a shrewd, clever. We can understand the meaning of shrewd means clever. बहुत ही चालाक politicians था, and he crushed the many rebellion, and he crushed many rebellions which arise in this kingdom, in Delhi kingdom, when he become the Sultan after Razia. Then those so many people, nobles, start their rebellions in their kingdom. So many other people also start rebellion against him. So he crushed them, and he ruled the empire with an iron hand. Okay, with an iron hand. Okay, iron hand means he introduced the practice of sajda. Okay, this practice is introduced by the Balban. Sajda, it means kneeling before the king with the head touching the ground. Okay, जैसे हम देखते हैं मंदिर में जाते हैं हम घुटना इकबाल भगवान को प्रेयर, ठीक है, प्रेयर नमस्कार करते हैं, उसी तरह उसने भी वहाँ पे सजदा एक प्रैक्टिस चलाया था, जिसमें व्हेन अ पीपल कम टू द इन द हिज कोर्ट इन फ्रंट ऑफ द किंग, देन ही मस्ट बी बैंड ऑन हिज नीलिंग एंड हेड टचिंग ऑफ द ग्राउंड. Okay, as he grabbed the power in the Chalgam nobles, and he grabbed the power Chalgam in his hand, and they now had a wear a special dress, bow down before the Sultan. Drinking was a prohibited. Drinking of alcohol means wine. Drinking of wines is a fully prohibited in his kingdom. And Balban had a good network spies who inform him about any politician development. Okay, he has a good network spies who inform him about any political developments in his kingdoms, and especially in Delhi. He recognized the army and managed the curb the Mongols' attack instead of expanding the empire. He said about the consolidating it. He had an excellent administrative system. Okay, he had an excellent administrative, well developed administrative system, so he can rule for a long period, and he restored the peace and order in his kingdom. So Muslim rule became firmly established by him. Now after Balban, next dynasty come at the throne of the Delhi, Khalji dynasty. Okay, from 1290 to 1320 CE. Okay, there are so many rulers come to rule over Delhi. First, after Balban's succession were weak and Sultanate become more fragile. Okay, so successor of the Balban were weak, बहुत कमजोर थे, and Sultanate become even more fragile, and amidst the internal aggression, Malik Firuz, a noble in the court, occupied the throne. Okay, Malik Firuz was the noble in the court of Balban, so he occupied the throne. He adopted the title of Jalaluddin Khilji, and he himself adopted a title Jalaluddin Khilji and began the Khalji dynasty, and start Khalji dynasty in Delhi. The Khalji were the Afghan origin. Okay, he was the origin of the Afghans, and Jalaluddin was the generous and pious man, and ascended the throne at the age of 17. Okay, when he sit on the throne of the Delhi, so at that time he was the 70-year-old people, so he could not rule for a long period. He realized that India had a large Hindu population. Okay, when he realized that in India most of the people lived in India, so they belong to Hindu religion. So, and could not be Islamic state, and it cannot be easy form a Islamic state, and he defend the policy of allowing Hindu to preach their belief and idol worship. So he allowed them to worship their god and goddess. His reign was short and assisted by his nephew, son-in-law Alauddin Khilji. Okay, his reign, his ruling period it was a very short, and his next successor was his son-in-law Alauddin Khilji. Okay, he was a son-in-law of the Jalaluddin Khilji. So ultimately Alauddin killed him and proclaimed himself a sultan. Okay, ultimately at finally Alauddin Khilji killed Jalaluddin Khilji and proclaimed himself as a sultan of Delhi. Now Alauddin Khilji, Okay, who was Alauddin Khilji? He was the son-in-law of the Jalaluddin Khilji, and he was the next successor of the Khilji dynasty. So Alauddin consolidated his position first and pursue a policy expansion. Okay, first he consolidate his position and pursue his policy of expansion of his empire in India. So he conquered Ranthambore, Chittor, Mandu, Gujarat, Malwa. His general Malik Kafur plundered the kingdom of Devgiri. His general Malik Kafur plundered the kingdom of Devgiri and defended of Mongol raids. Alauddin had asserted his supremacy over entire North India, and his empire was the largest since the time of Ashoka. Okay, after the Ashoka, it was the large empire of the Alauddin Khilji. Okay, once there was a time when Ashoka expanded his empire. After Ashoka, there is Alauddin Khilji expand his empire. Okay, now Alauddin was the first attack of Chittor. Okay, where he attacked on the first, so it was a Chittor overcome by a fanatical desire of acquired by beautiful Queen Padmini, who committed Johar according to the Rajput. And you might have seen in the market in last 4 or 5 years the film released by Sunil Bansali. So Padmavati. Okay, so he committed Zohar. Okay, in Zohar is system in the Rajput dynasty, when women come to start fire and voluntarily they jump into fire because they do not want to any foreigner, any other people touch their body, so they kill themselves jump in the fire. Okay, this process is known as the Johar, or this process exists in the Rajput dynasty. It was exist, not nowadays. Okay, Alauddin was an orthodox Muslim. Okay, it was an orthodox means Kattar Muslim tha, and was intolerant to other religion. Okay, he could not tolerant to other religion, so he plundered and demolished many Hindu temples, and he plundered so many temples which exist in India, and destroyed so many Hindu temples. The Hindu had to pay more tax and compared to the Muslim. Okay, and when he find taxes from the Hindu, it's too much, and they gave relaxation to the Muslim, and many Hindu were forced to convert to Islam. Okay, now next. Alauddin was a shrewd politician. Okay, he was a clever politician, and he had an excellent espionage system to keep him well informed. Okay, he keep a espionage means एक गुप्तचर जो system था उसके बाद जो कोई उनको inform किया करता था about the political, economic and social condition in his kingdom. So he introduced many innovative reforms. He introduced market control policy, fixed prices of all essential goods in our daily life. He also established the separate market for food, grains, cloth, horses and fruit, etc. Very strict punishment were prescribed for cheating and underweighing. Okay, he controlled the taxation, fixed and rate of revenue. He also curbed the power of noble and banned alcohol and parties. He confiscated land given to the nobles. Also, he introduced the first permanent standing army of India. He recognized the army and directly appointed the soldier. This salary were given in a cash, and horse were also branded. He kept in his coat. Now, remaining last point paragraph. Alauddin was one of the ambitious builder of that time. Okay, he was a very ambitious, बहुत महत्वाकांक्षी था builder of that time. He built the Alai Darwaza, the Shri Fort, second city of Delhi, and Hazar Sultan, the palace of Thousand Pillar. He also built the magnificent tank Hazari Khas. He was also patron of the art and learning. Amir Khusro, who is known as his contribution to the literature and music, lived in his court. Okay, Amir Khusro lived in his court. Okay, remaining dynasty will continue in next part. Okay, thank you.